Hi, this is Samith Pich from samithpich.com, and in today's show we're going to be talking about what to do when you have no idea what to write about in your blog post. I'm actually going to give you 20 foolproof ideas, topics that will start off those brain juices to help you come up with some fantastic ideas for your blog posts. See you in the show soon. Okay, so you're stuck and you have no idea what to do for your blog post, especially if you're entering a 60-day video challenge and you're staring at the screen going, what do I talk about? Ideally, most people would just go to Google and just trying to figure out something. But you know what? There's some basic blog templates, like video templates that you can use that can be really helpful. So I'm just going to quickly go over them and tell you about the top 20 that I would probably choose from. So the first one is probably instructional. People love reading posts that tell them how to do things. So I've actually read up on how to perform the perfect pull-up, push-up, how to cook a lasagna, how to sew. That's for my daughter. Instructional posts are really easy, really quick, and if you know what you're doing, then obviously that adds a bit of credibility to you. So instructional is really cool. Very close to it is second, informational. People are always trying to find information about, books. Like my daughter's always trying to find information about the latest assignment that she's doing. I'm trying to find information about things to do with internet marketing and network marketing. So, creating some information guide. And these days, it's actually, people really recommend creating like info guides or PDFs that people can download as well. But giving some information about a particular problem that people have is very useful. Reviews are probably one of the top things that you might find online when it comes to a blog post or a video post. And the reason why they're so useful is a good review should ideally show you the good, the bad points of something and really give you a really great overview over what you want. Before I bought my Samsung Note, I did so many huge reviews and looked up what everybody said, and I could picture it, I could see what it worked and what it looked like. And reviews give that whole social proof as well. Lists. People love lists. Now, I don't know if, so this video is obviously a list in itself. There are 20 blog post, video post ideas. And on blog posts and video posts, people love lists. But especially on a blog, the bigger the better. So in the past, it used to be like 3 to 4 top things about dog training. Nowadays, people want 100 things about dog training. So bigger is better, ideally, and people will share those more readily. Be prepared to create some epic content. Interviews are really cool. So an interview is great because you don't have to come up with the idea or with all the content. You could just grab your camera, sit next to the person, and interview them. People that you find interesting. I'm going to be doing a few more of those with some people that I find inspiring later on. So you'll be able to see how I do interviews. And it can be very simple. It can be, here's a camcorder shooting our way. Let's do it together. It can be setting it up in a space like a lounge or a coffee table, and just talking from the lounge. Or it can be done, like recording via Skype or something like that. Interviews are very cool. So you might want to do case studies. Case studies are fantastic in actually growing your credibility. I mean, it's one thing to get an information about, hey, I was able to how to get 100 subscribers in 30 days. But it's much more useful for a person to read a case study and for you to outline the exact steps that you did to get those 100 people. Much more useful, and it gives you credibility into what you're talking about. Profiles are a really good way to help yourself be known, help somebody that you are inspired to know about. Now, people want to know about who the inspirational speakers are. People want to know who great sportsmen are, and it also helps you be known as well. Profiles. So you just might create a blog post or a video post about that links to other posts. People love lists, and they also love posts with lots of great value. So I think that's really helpful. Problem posts. Problem posts are pretty cool because obviously people have problems, and if you can solve it, that increases your credibility, and it also has that whole readership interaction. Something that I've seen lots of other people do is when they are getting emails and messages from their readership, from their subscribers, what to do in this case, they will post up a quick video detailing that problem and then answering for them. And so it's a fantastic way to get that interaction that you might want with your readership, talking about their problems and solving it for them. And it's good to know that, I personally love it if I ask a question and then the next day, a marketer brings up that question I asked, I'm like, yeah, I'm really connecting. I'm really a part of this whole process. Similar to reviews is contrasting two or more options. So you can, say which one's better, Coke or Diet Coke, Pepsi or Coke, Macca's or KFC. Horrible junk food stuff, but you can also do what's better, Samsung or HTC, iPod or iPad, those things. And people like to know them because they're lots of fun. Every now and then, you can go for a good rant. Rants are great because they show that you have emotion, that you're passionate, that you're stirred up, and they're funny, and they're also obviously that they show that you're you're a real person. And sometimes it's great to pick a fight. People love to watch fights. So if you've had some bad service rant about it, if you want to pick a fight about the environment or about your local council, rant about it. Everybody loves a good rant. Inspirational blogs. People love and need inspiration in their life. So I think it's really important to provide it. It might not be, your story. You might just be talking about stories of people that inspired you. And there's so many inspirational people out there. Sometimes people need that bit of a fix, that bit of a motivational edge to say, yeah, I can do it. So go out there and inspire some people. That's number 12. Number 13, do your own personal research. If you're interested in something, they're more than likely that there'll be other people interested in something. You might research into happiness. You might research into the underwater crochet. I don't know. But your research is the combination of information and a research post. And it's good. And also case studies, putting it all together. Personal research can be really helpful. So then there's posts where you're going to be talking about a specific topic. If you're doing dog training, then you might go really in depth and just talk about dog training for poodles or dog training for puppies. So getting really in depth into your niche. Another fun type of post is the prediction post. So you're just asking hypothetical questions. Will Facebook ever hit 20 billion? What are your summer predictions for the next couple of movies? Who do you think is going to be the next Prime Minister of Australia? Those type of things. Giving your opinion out there is always a good thing. Number 16, critique posts. So in a critique post, it's almost like you're really going into the nitty gritty of a service or a product. And you're really laying down. It's a bit like a review post, but it's also, if there's crap stuff up there, then, really critique it. But it's also good to give some constructive critiques. 17 is debate. Everybody loves debate. Hi, darling.
Hi.
Everybody loves the debate, and people in high school always, love to see the case for and against something. They love to see both sides. It's a good type of post to have some fun with. Maybe have two people on the show, and talk back and forth and get a bit of a banter going. They're always fun. Hypothetical posts, similar to the prediction post, but hypothetically, you might just ask yourself, what if, it could be inspirational as well. What if we all decide to recycle more? What if we really did something for the planet? What if we all didn't use cars? What if there was no more oil? So, telling a bit of a story, and that's wonderful as well. Funny posts. People love funny posts in that they take a bit of edge off their day, a bit of humor. If you have any ability to be satirical or sarcastic or actually funny, that would be fantastic, because we all love reading those posts and they're lots of fun. Parody posts, things that make fun of somebody else. Even politics doesn't have to be dull. Some of the best shows that I know are satirical and parodies of shows. And the last one is reader projects. Reader projects are fantastic because it's not just you creating content, it's you getting your readers to create content, and then you're going to be linking back or just talking about what readers have done. So that's, I think that's a really wonderful way, and it's in line with the whole internet about sharing and contributing and feeling like you're part of a community. So those were my top 20 blog post, video post ideas. I hope that they've helped you. You might just focus on, one or two, a week and just really get into it. But the main thing is, don't just listen to me. Go out there and create some wonderful blog posts. The more the better. Learn from it, find out what works, find out what resonates with your readership, and go out and create some fantastic content. This is Samith Pich from samithpich.com. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.